Hey, Cartez Ross here with T-Shirt Riches. How are you doing today? So I get a bunch of questions every day from people asking a variety of questions on topics as it relates to starting their T-shirt company. And I have this guy here by the name of Frank. He's from Australia, and he sends a bunch of questions regularly. And actually, I encourage that because most of you all that are members of our program don't ask questions. Ask the questions because if it's going to help you get unstuck and move forward faster, then it's to your benefit to take advantage and use your membership wisely. So ask the questions if you have one. So I want to read this question to you. Do you believe business failure is created by a person's belief system? Do you use affirmations? I've put massive action into marketing, and the only thing that has worked is word of mouth with the organizations I attend. Great questions. And so I'm going to start with the first one because do you believe business failure is created by a person's belief system? Absolutely. When you think about it, our mind is a very, very powerful thing. It creates. Our thoughts create. Our beliefs create. We are what we think about. And I'm going to prove it to you in a literal sense because look at everything that you currently own. Everything that you have, down to the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the husband, the spouse, the children, the house, the car, the apartment, etc. Think about all of that. Everything you got came because of a thought in your head. You thought, I'm going to go buy a car. And you went and bought a car. You thought, well, I'm going to live in this 1-bedroom apartment or 2-bedroom home, whether it's in a good neighborhood or a bad neighborhood. It all came because that's exactly what you thought. And what you thought, it manifested itself in the real world in the form of a 2-bedroom. If you live in a bad neighborhood, it's what you thought. Perhaps you didn't feel you could get a better neighborhood, or perhaps you felt you could not afford it. So whatever the thought was, it manifested itself in the real world. So our thoughts are very powerful things, which is why it's important that you think positively, because just the act of saying, I'm broke and I'm always going to be broke, well, your life will, the universe, or God, and you know, and I'm not getting literal here, but things will start to work in that direction to create what you actually believe. If you believe that you're not good with numbers, then when you go out and try and do some mathematics and it doesn't work out right the first time, you quit. You've supported your own belief system. So, yes, if you don't think you are a good business person, or you think the business is going to fail, or you feel that you're going to be a failure, or it's not going to work out, people are not going to buy my stuff, then things will start to work out to create the very thing you believe. And the opposite is true. That's why a lot of us have to work on creating a different type of mindset, which leads to his next part of his question. Do you use affirmations? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break this down. I'm going to read exactly what, to give you the definition. Affirmations are sentences aimed to affect the conscious and subconscious mind. Repeating affirmations and the resultant mental images affect the subconscious mind, which in turn influences the behavior. It influences our habits, it influences our actions, and it influences our reactions. Affirmations, they motivate, they keep the mind focused on the goal, they influence the subconscious mind and activate its powers, they change the way you think and behave, and this can bring you into contact with new people who can help you with your goals. Positive statements make you feel positive, energetic, and active, and therefore put you in a better position to transform your inner and external worlds. So one of the things you have to start creating these new rituals in order to change the way this mind works. we have some bad ideas. We have some bad thoughts. We think poorly of ourselves. We think we're not good enough. So we have to change that by putting in a new order and basically saying when you wake up every morning and multiple times throughout the day, I am great. I am great. I am great. You say it over and over and over again. I am just as good and better. I am an excellent writer. I am an excellent business owner. I am a smart business owner. I am a great marketer, and you can, as it said, you continue to say this stuff and get it into your subconscious mind, because the more you say it, whether you personally believe it or not, your subconscious mind will start to believe it, and it will start to activate the mind, and it start activating, and the things around you will at some point start to change. This stuff is real. I know it firsthand. It sounds like a bunch of woo-hoo type stuff, but it works. And because our mind, most of the time, the beliefs and the fears that we hold are not even our own. They were inherited from our parents. They were inherited from our family, our friends, our teachers. You know, sometimes they'll say, well, you're not smart enough to go to college. And we internalize that and we believe it. And then we don't go to college. You're not fit to run a business. We internalize that. We believe it. You'll never make money with your own business. You must go to college and get a degree if you expect to have a great living, which in turn basically says if you don't go to college and get a degree, you will be a failure and you won't make any money to be able to support yourself and or your family. That's the opposite. That's what the belief becomes, because we hear it so much. So we have to be careful what we put into our minds, and we have to be careful of those that are around us that can put some negative thoughts in our psyche, because it will mess you up. So if you don't do affirmations, look it up on the internet. Go to YouTube, look up affirmations just to get a better understanding of what it is and how it works. And you say this stuff over and over and over again, and your subconscious mind will start to believe it and act upon it. As it relates to the marketing, with the little results, any business, no matter what you get into, you're going to have to test, and tweak your marketing, your advertising, the message, the audience, until you get something that just works. And it takes time. I'm currently running some Facebook ads myself, Facebook advertisements on some courses that I have. And to date, I've spent a couple of $1,000s just over the last couple of weeks. And I've only sold one item for $195. But I'm testing and tweaking and looking at the data, looking at the results, and I'm making adjustments. And at some point sooner, hopefully, the numbers will all start to work out and my campaigns will start to become profitable. I have no doubt about that. But yes, I'm going to have to lose my pants a little bit before everything works out. So there's no real easy answer. There's no quick way to scheme your way to the top. It's a process. If it were that easy, everybody would be doing it. But I would encourage you to keep working at it. Don't give up. Keep tweaking. Keep testing. I remember when we were running radio ads on the radio. I mean, we went, and the radio ads were running us about $3,000 a month. And we went a few months with very little sales. We didn't make our money back. Went a few months before the messaging, we fine-tuned the messaging, and it started to work out, and it started bringing us in the business. It just takes time, so don't give up. Keep working at it and see what happens. I'm more than glad to look at any of the marketing messages that you're sending out just to see what you're doing. Your membership covers that, so use us, ask questions, send us the stuff that you're mailing out. Take advantage of what the membership offers you. For those of you that have some great ideas for starting a t-shirt business, take a look at our website at TshirtRiches.com. I have a free webinar training that's about to get started right now that'll take you from start to finish on turning those ideas into a business. That's www.TshirtRiches.com.